markets are set for another volatile session, with traders awaiting more clues about whether the Fed will be able to pull off a soft landing that brings down inflation without triggering a recession. Michael Treherne, portfolio manager at Vestact, joins us now to talk about this latest news. Michael, always good to have you in Daytime Update. Let's begin with first things first, a sense perhaps of how the markets are trading so far in intraday trade.
Yeah, afternoon, Michele. At the moment, JSE all share down around 1% at the moment, and that's following global markets risk-off day. As you mentioned, the US Federal Reserve will be announcing their interest rate changes this evening. I think it's around 7, 8 o'clock our time. But given the significance of the US market and the US interest rates for global markets, this is going to be a very big event, and traders will be watching it closely. Expectations is for them to raise interest rates by 0.5%, and we'll be looking for clues about what's to come in the future. And depending on the tone that we hear, we will see markets react probably in quite a big way, either way, higher or lower.
We're also looking today at DRD Gold, which has published its operating update for the quarter that ended on the 31st of March this year. Talk us through what stood out for you.
Yeah, so DRD Gold, they didn't produce as much gold as previously, so their numbers are down a touch. Helping to support the numbers, though, is the rand price of gold has increased around about, I think it was 3%, which has offset the decrease in the gold produced. Overall, though, still very cash-generative business with zero debt. And management say that they're on track to pay a nice dividend at their results in August.
Let's talk about this deal between Sanlam. It's gone into a joint venture agreement with the European Giant Alliance. What is the significance of that partnership?
It looks like quite an exciting JV. Sanlam and Allianz are joining basically their African divisions together. So that will include the whole of Africa, excluding South Africa. And Sanlam will own 60% of the new business, and Allianz will own 40% of the new business. And effectively, they're saying Sanlam will bring the African know-how, and Allianz will bring a global brand and global best practice. So it looks like quite an exciting deal for both groups, that they hope produces leading insurers in each of the African countries that they operate in.
Let's end with Fairvest, because it plans to relist on the A2X later in May. What's driving that decision?
Yes, so Fairvest was listed on A2X, but at the end of last year they merged with another property company, Arrowhead. And as part of the merger, they temporarily delisted from A2X, given all the corporate complexities. They say now that that deal's been bedded down, the merger's done and dusted, they can return to the exchange, which is good to see. It's always good to see competing exchanges. Monopolies aren't a great thing. Fairvest is still listed on the JSE and has been through the whole time. But they're just adding extra options for investors to buy their shares, which is good to see.
Michael Treherne, always good to speak to you. Thank you.